Good morning and happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully everybody was safe while they enjoyed themselves. Today, for woodworking, we're going to talk about glue. Last week we talked about fasteners, nails, and screws, but remember, Mcmullen's rules have pretty much always been if you're building a piece of furniture and you're going to use screws or nails, you're also going to use glue. Mcmullen, why? Because it's just that added little bit of reassurance and added reassurance. The glue's cheap. It's cheaper than nails and screws. So let's talk about some of the different glues we got. You'll have to forgive me. I don't have every glue out there that's possible. We're going to talk about two that are not, pictured in here. So the first one is just good old wood glue. It's water-based. I mean, theoretically, you can drink it. It's like the, who's the big company? Elmer's. Their white glue that you used in elementary school. It's pretty much the same thing. When it dries, it's very, very strong. About 24 hours for full cure. That's normally, the recommendation. If you're going to glue something up for the lathe, wait 24 hours just to be sure. But there's a downside to this. It's only made for interior use, meaning it can't get wet. So if I glue up this table, for example, this table's lots of little strips of maple, but the problem is if it gets wet and it just stays wet, it's going to start to delaminate or unglue itself because that glue was not rated to get wet. So Titebond is the company that makes this one. They also make Titebond, and they call it Titebond 3, the ultimate wood glue. This is waterproof. It says on the bottle, exterior or interior. And you'll notice the actual color of it, it's just a little bit darker or more of a deeper tan. As far as how to use it, same exact way. It's all water cleanup too, which is kind of odd because you're like, oh, it's water-based, but I can use, or it's waterproof, but I can use, water cleanup. Yeah, while it's still liquid and drying, you can clean it up with water. That's the nice thing about these types of glue. For me, well, we'll come back to that. My final choice, which I think I already gave it away. Other glues that are out there. Good old super glue. It can be used. Loctite makes their own brand of the GO2. These are great for quick glue up jobs. And now I wouldn't be gluing boards together like this. There's little things, small, something like, I was building a guitar. Started building a guitar a couple years ago. A lot of the small intricate pieces, this is what they recommend because it's fast, it's strong, and it works quite well. Now, the glue that we don't have pictured is Gorilla brand glue, but it's actually a polyurethane-based glue. You may see it. It's really, really yellow. It's thick, almost like a honey when you use it. That glue is really nice because it foams up as it dries. But now most people don't read the bottle. They just use it. They'll glue up a table, and then next thing you know, this foam comes out, and they're like, oh, or it doesn't glue up at all, and they're like, oh, this is, that Gorilla glue, that polyurethane-based glue is garbage. It actually requires moisture to dry, the polyurethane-based glues. So if you've seen me in the classroom use it, I'll actually take a damp rag, wipe down the two surfaces that I'm going to glue together, and then I'll apply just a little tiny thin ribbon of that polyurethane-based glue, clamp everything up like you normally would for any woodworking project, and then let it dry for a little while. I still give it 24 hours. It probably doesn't need that for the polyurethane-based glues, but let it glue and it will foam up. You got to take that in consideration. That's kind of a nice thing sometimes because it fills in all those voids and cracks that maybe you didn't notice, or maybe you had a piece that was just wood glue, normal wood glue wouldn't cut it, so we'll go to the polyurethane glue. The problem is, though, is most people don't realize how much it foams up as it dries, and it can ruin their projects, or they're sitting there and scrape it and chisel and glue away. The other one that I don't even have pictured on here is before the invention of this stuff. We go back to 1800s, even early 1900s. We weren't using any of this. We were using hide glue. You heard me right. Hide glue. Just like it says, it was made from hides. This stuff it's actually a hot glue. You'd have a pot, and the glue would be heated up, and then it would become liquid. You could apply it, put pressure on, just like any glue. apply pressure, and then as soon as it cools down, it's actually cured. Do people still use hide glue? Yeah, it's actually a really fast glue, very, very strong as well. But keep in mind, it's made from animal parts, and whoo, it has a stink to it. So something to think about. But a lot of older furniture you'll see in antique shops and stuff, it's hide glue that they used. This stuff has been around quite a while. But so yeah, those are the basic types of glue that we have available for woodworking. Today's lesson, really short. Just wanted to go into depth on the actual types of glue that we use. Again, if you got any questions, shoot me an email or remind, however you want to get a hold of me. Hopefully everybody's doing well and staying safe. I see, well, stay tuned to your emails is all I gotta say. A lot of people are asking me, Mcmullen, can I come get my project? Can I come do this? Can I come do this? Stay tuned to your emails. More information will be given. But it sounds like we may have a chance to get back into the classroom for a little bit just to get some stuff out. So just, again, no promises. I don't know what's going to happen, but just keep an eye on your emails like always. Have a great day, and we'll see you back on Thursday.